Oh, it's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Yes.
I can enjoy it without ever overdoing it.
All that radiation in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah, you are never alone, right?
We're never alone. We'll do that.
I think that the
So which one am I on?
Whichever your best is.
They're all
This is
good
weird
for
for
me.
Do you guys want any water or anything?
I'm okay. Thank
I
you.
could have some water.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
Well,
Of course.
I've never said
You
something.
can just have some money.
Yeah.
It's in your shirt now somewhere.
It's not mine.
What's going on?
Hands if you want to. So.
Thank you.
Oh shit. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay.
Okay.
So can we walk through what we're supposed to do again?
Yeah.
Where should I look?
Roll one, take one.
I feel like it needs to be brought to people's attention more because it's kind of just like, oh yeah, that's a thing, but like, let's like not talk about it or something. You know what I mean?
Once you get outside of our community, it's like nobody would even think that's a thing. They don't apply the issue towards us.
I don't think that's enough. People know about it, but they're still ignorant. Like, people know it exists, but people don't know exactly what it is.
If there was, I would have been hearing about it more and like, you know, seeing stuff on Facebook about it, and I'm not really like seeing that.
I think within the community itself, there's a lot of conversation about it. But once you kind of step out of the LGBTQ community, I feel like the general population doesn't talk about it enough.
It happened to me a while ago when I was 16, so I was really young.
I was thinking he was going to put in the condom and we were going to have anal sex, but he did not. And he penetrated me without.
I mean, my sister was a victim, and that was really hard for me to understand.
I think it definitely made me feel like very confused, and I didn't really know, like, I didn't understand it when because I was so young, you know?
Like, all of that happened at a very young age for me, so it wasn't until, like, I was an adult that she came out about it, and it's alarming because I was around her, you know, the person who did it, like, when I was still growing up.
His body was, the whole weight was, you know, put a lot of pressure on me, and I tried to get out. He made out and he used tongue, French kiss, whatever you called it. I couldn't scream. No, none of my friends were home.
I definitely was like very like, you know, what's going on? Like, why is this happening to me type feeling.
My brother and I were put into children's services along with her because of all of these incidents.
And he came and, you know, he just walked away and he shouted and he left.
I still don't understand why I was ever put in a position to be around him in the first place if, you know, he got away with it for whatever reason.
A lot of people do like get roofied or date raped and things like that happen.
He even tried to ask me to use some pepper. It's some kind of thing that you kind of like smell it and makes you relax, but I didn't want to because I fear it was some kind of drug.
I feel like when you apply it towards like a boy who's like 21 to 24, no one's like, he's gonna get roofied.
Like, if the person's in a place where they're not be able to say yes or no, then that's a problem. That's a no.
I went to a bar when I was underage with a fake ID, and I was roofied at the bar. Somebody broke open like an ecstasy pill and just kind of like dumped it into my drink, and I didn't notice. I took a couple sips of the drink and I was on the ground. Like, I was temporarily blind, throwing up, I couldn't talk. I was really afraid to go out or to do things after that for a while. I didn't really even want to like experience anything with that community anymore because I felt like I was just going to get taken advantage of.
I'm still actually trying to deal with it. There's a lot of things I went through, and I want to share with my future guy. And now I'm actually seeing a guy. I share with him a lot already about my past life and, you know, my love life. But that is one story I haven't actually shared with him yet because I think I still feel pretty shameful. So yeah.
Like, even though at the moment you might not think that there's someone to talk to, there is plenty of people. There's even hotlines.
Talking to your friends and maybe trying to read some kind of, you know, read more stories. But there's a lot of help out there already. The phone numbers that you can, you know, call right away.
If they're in Chicago, and a really great space would be like the Center on Halsted, at least to like seek like some initial help with maybe if they haven't come out or however they want to discuss the situation.
It's just a matter of fact that people are brave enough to accept the help.
You don't have to talk to your friends if you don't want to, but I think talking to somebody helps a lot.
If you don't talk about something that's uncomfortable, like how are you going to make it comfortable to to people? So
Not until the day that being gay is not even coming out is not even a thing anymore. Like doing all that is not a thing anymore. Not until then I will think we are actually fully aware of what it is.
should I go for this right now? Okay. All right.
Do you want us to talk about it while we're doing it, I guess?
Yeah, you
Yes.
can talk about it. Sometimes you don't have to talk about it. You can just express it through putting on yourself.
For me, I mean, this is really cheesy, I think, but I'm just having like a visual of like the LGBT like flag and how like you could take those colors, even though they are supposed to represent positive things, that you could also use them to like, you know, go through how we're defining the colors now.
I think pain, the first one.
This is so fucking hard because, okay. Lots and lots of pain.
This is fear.
Yes, I was very scared if I did get any infection or some sort of disease after that incident.
So I feel like shame is like probably like the first thing that you feel in like any situation like that.
This one I think I will have to deal with until I don't know when. Shame.
This one is used.
Fear because you have the shame, but now you're trying to figure out how to handle it. Used for sure, the next one. Especially if it was somebody that like you didn't know or you didn't even like plan on having some sort of sexual interaction with in the first place. Pain. Just sort of like trying to just deal with all of it. I think the top three colors together would end up like leading to pain. But there's some good stuff going on, and then you at the end, hopefully, if you utilize all of the different things that are available to you and find your allies. I'll help you get through it.
So through these colors, I feel like strong. I feel like they're really making, just fucking like getting message.
Strength. Strength.
Awesome.
I've got all the primaries already. This is so lame. No, it's so good.
I'm gonna put green because I feel like even though I feel like my friends were dumb in the way that they handled the situation, I wouldn't be here painting if they didn't at least do something. Start with green, but doesn't it feel weird? Yeah.
It's like the weirdest feeling.
But yeah, allies. I think I can call myself an ally now. I don't know about that before, but now yes.
So yellow, think of like happiness and like being able to overcome these problems.
Yeah, I feel like I've definitely overcome. I feel like I've definitely like grown into the person that kind of like realizes like that's something that happens to a lot of people, and I think that like I'm not ashamed of it like happening to me. Like it's something that happened, and you know, it's something that I can talk about, and I feel like more people need to talk about their experience.
My life wouldn't be what it is today if it weren't for her speaking up. I would just say thank you for being strong enough to speak out.
I felt much happier now that I said it out loud, and you know, thanks to having a lot of good friends and they know my story and who I am happy. So yeah, thank you.
Through tints and tones,
You're never alone.
You're never alone.
You're never alone.
Through tints and tones, you're never alone.